The Nintendo Switch is Nintendo's best console to date, with representation from all their core franchises like Mario, Zelda, you name it. However, something that it severely does lack in is games from their previous consoles. So today, I'm here to present to you guys one game from every console that Nintendo needs to port to the Switch. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting off with the Game Boy, now this was a bit difficult as I was torn between a few games, but ultimately I decided for a collection of the two Super Mario Land games. Both of these games were pretty underrated, and it would be amazing to see them return for the Nintendo Switch. We haven't gotten a 2D Mario game in 10 years aside from the Mario Maker games, so Nintendo could really, do us all a favor and port these games over to the Nintendo Switch. Both of these games have some pretty fresh new ideas that would be awesome to relive again, as a lot of them were never used in other Mario games. Super Mario Land and Super Mario Land 2 need to make their way onto the Nintendo Switch, either as ports or maybe full-on remakes. For the N64, to me it's clear that the game I want to see come to the Switch the most is Donkey Kong 64, which is the Big Ape's first and so far only 3D game. I've never played this game before, but Donkey Kong is such a cool character, so Nintendo isn't willing to make a new 3D Donkey Kong? I guess I'd like to play this one. DK64 is a neat little collectathon and has a bunch of things to do in it, and I would love to experience roaming around in a 3D environment as the DK crew. I can't wait for them to finally be here, performing for me, and if I know the words, I can join in too. The GBA game I would love to see the most on the Nintendo Switch would have to be The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. This game is a classic Zelda adventure, you explore Hyrule and stuff, but this game has a little twist, which is the ability to shrink down and explore what's basically a completely different world. It's incredible how the dungeons in this game utilize the shrinking and growing ability of Link. And we also have Ezio, Nintendo's first sentient hat. Take that, Cappy. The dungeons are amazing, and I would love to see this game get ported to the Switch, but maybe we could get a Link's Awakening style remake for Minish Cap. Quick shout out here to Cars GBA, my first video game I ever played. Sorry you didn't make the list, buddy, but you don't need to be ported as badly. The one GameCube game that needs to come to the Nintendo Switch is absolutely Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. The only Paper Mario game I've ever played is Origami King, and I loved it so much. It's crazy to think that it's on the lower side of the series quality. Thousand Year Door is apparently the best in the series, and I really want to experience it. I'm not big into RPGs, but Mario RPGs are different and just appealing to me. I really would like to see this game get a chance on the Nintendo Switch, either via a port or a remaster. Before we continue with the video, I just want to take some time to tell you guys something. Only 2.1% of you guys that watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you guys enjoy this video, do your boy a favor and hit that red subscribe button. It really helps out and helps me to make videos just like this one. Let's get back to the video. The DS has got an amazing library of video games, but I would have to go with a dual collection of the two Mario and Luigi games, those being Partners in Time and Bowser's Inside Story. The Mario and Luigi games are amazing and have wonderful characters and beautiful worlds. However, the chances of these two games coming to the Nintendo Switch are highly unlikely due to Alpha Dream going bankrupt, but this is a wish list, so I get a free pass here. I've only played a bit of these games, but the Mario and Luigi battle system, it's amazing. I love it so much. I think it's wonderful and really well made. Honestly, these two games really deserve a second chance on the Nintendo Switch. When it comes to the Wii, I already know what game from that console I'd like to come to the Switch, and that's Punch-Out! Most people would probably say Galaxy 2 or the Wii Sports games, but Punch-Out! Is absolutely the best boxing game ever. Seriously, this game is criminally underrated, and it would be amazing on the Switch. And the cherry on top would be if this game had the Nvidia Shield controls as an option. Punch-Out! Is one of the most criminally underrated games to ever exist. Nintendo does seem to be giving Wii games sequels or remasters for the Nintendo Switch, so, it isn't that unlikely for a Switch appearance. I really hope that Punch-Out! Does come to this console. I absolutely love Metroid Dread, and so when I had to think of a 3DS game I'd like on the Switch, it would absolutely have to be Samus Returns, which is the remake of the second Metroid game. The developers of this game are also the ones that made Metroid Dread, which absolutely makes me think this game is great. I really want to get more into Metroid and was considering putting Metroid Fusion as the GBA game on this list. Unfortunately, while growing up, I never got a 3DS and probably never will due to the prices of the console now, so I really wouldn't mind any 3DS game coming to the Switch. I just prefer if it was Metroid Samus Returns. Now, finally, the Wii U. Longtime fans will know my answer here, and that is Wind Waker HD. I've been begging for this game to come to the Switch for ages now, and it makes so much sense to port this and Twilight Princess HD over to the Switch. These two games are some of the last Wii U games that still have to come to the Switch, and then every single 3D Zelda game will be playable on one console. Like, how cool is that? Ocarina and Majora on Nintendo Switch Online's N64 app, Skyward Sword HD, Breath of the Wild, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess ports, and eventually Tears of the Kingdom when that comes out. Wind Waker has a beautiful atmosphere, amazing music, and one of the best video game art styles to date. This game's dungeons are also really good, like Forsaken Fortress, Dragon Roost Cavern, and many, many more. And playing through this game just feels really fun. It's amazing, it's so charming. Seriously, Nintendo, when will you port this damn game? Nintendo's got a bunch of great games that have potential on Switch, and hopefully we get some of these one day. If you guys did enjoy this video, you might enjoy another one of my videos, so consider checking that out. And hit that subscribe button reminding you guys once more. But thank you guys for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.